Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, the Grand Final National Championship for the USARL. Participating today, we have your Jacksonville Axemen. Defending the national title they took home last year against the West Coast PCRL Dead Pelicans. Taking the pitch today for the Dead Pelicans, you've got number 10, Dominic Salvatierra. Number 9, Michael Bison. Number 8, RJ Phillips. Number 12, Andre Whaley. Number 11, Bryce Harper. Number 13, Ilo Amataga. Number 6, Ratatouille Nale. Number 7, Pono Ohumukini. Number 3, TJ Salatu. Number 4, Stefan Harris. Number 20, Robert Beasley. Number 5, Kenneth McGlone. Number 1, Eric Hunter. Number 16, Skipper Tuiloma Nui Lavu. 15, Rata Koma Savi. 14, Prime Usher. 17, Mario Mooring. And that tops off your roster for the Dead Pelicans. Represented today in the purple kits, Jacksonville Axemen taking the field today. Leading the team is Captain David Washington, wearing your number 5 jersey. Number 1, James Williams, sponsored by Timeout Sports Bar and Grill. Number 3, Jason Martin, sponsored by Brandon Senko Business Law. Number 4, Lee Setzer with Wilson Dutra Intellectual Property Law, sponsoring him today. Jacksonville Orthopedic Specialist has got number 2, Connor Lavery. Number 6, Tano Monforte, sponsored by Baptist Health. Number 7, Ryan Bannerot by Equine Edge. Number 17, Malcolm Webb, sponsored by Slover Consulting. Number 9, Mason McCrory, also sponsored by Slover Consulting. 16, Khalil Harris. 12, Brad Shipman. 11, Terrence James. 13, Desta Bailey. Number 10, Austin Castro. Number 18, Thomas Perry. David Harold is wearing that number 8 jersey, and Lloyd Woodson in 14. Let's get to the game here. Axemen with possession. Mason McCrory to Ryan Bannerot with the boot. Little head-to-head competition there in the air for the ball. Looks like the Jacks Axe has recovered, however. Dan Morcom, your ref in the center today. Here's our first scrum of the game. Dan Morcom, very excited to have him out there in the center today. 7 years reffing league. 8 years altogether, including his union experience. And 6 years he's played the game. Jacksonville Axemen getting some gains here with David Washington on the ball carry. Off the fingertips of 1 into the fingertips of Desta Bailey. Desta wearing your number 13 jersey, playing the ball out to Mason McCrory, your hooker for the Jacksonville Axemen. Gets that ball out to, I believe that's Brad Shipman. Dead Pelicans coming hard up on the defense. A little mistake there by your Jacksonville Axemen. Wearing that number 3 jersey, Jason Martin. Rarely makes mistakes. Came back to tackle. We've got the Dead Pelicans with the ball. Number 10, Dominic Salvatierra. Out from the hooker. There's a little bit of ball movement here. Your number 8 jersey, RJ Phillips with the carry. RJ playing the ball out. The Pelicans hit, off the fingertips. Number 11, Bryce Harper, going after that ball. Got Ryan Bannerot and Malcolm Webb on that defensive tackle. Number 9, Michael Bison, Getting the ball out to the dead Oh, tried to get that ball out. Snagged by Malcolm. Little boot. We've got it is out. Had some wing chase there by Dick James and Tui Nali. Okay, Dan, our ref in the middle here is calling a scrum. Jacksonville Axemen's ball. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Peter Garlando in the center on the ref here. I have got Dan Morcom on the sideline with the flag. My mistake. They're both wearing green. Ball coming out of the back of the scrum. In the hands of the Jacksonville Axemen. Very fast James Williams, who offloads it to Jason Martin. Good amount of meters gained. Tano. Brad Shipman with a big run up the center. That ball fed to him by Mason McCrory. Mason playing the hooker today position. Out to Malcolm Webb. Malcolm, big hits up the center. Big hits, great drive. Massive player, 2 dead Pelicans on him. Peter called held. Your sir in the center, Peter Garlando. Stick with us today for the 2 40-minute halves. Afterwards, we will be heading over, inviting all of our fans out to Timeout Sports Bar and Grill, located on Beach Boulevard. Thank you to our sponsor, Timeout, as the teams prepare here for a scrum. Big shout out to Ratify Credit Union as the new sponsor of the Jacksonville Axemen's band. Or vibrant way to bank with ease of use digital banking, amazing rates, and local service that inspires you to live the life you love. Ratify Credit Union. Make waves. Ball's out in the hands of the dead Pelicans. See what they're going to do with it. They are captured by some of the Jacksonville Axemen. Looks like 3 on that one there. Ball's fed out, big forward, taking a massive hit up. Number 23 with the dead Pelicans. Big hits. We're here for Rugby League. You guaranteed big hits. Number 14 powering through. It's Christoph Prime Usher. Number 4 feeding the ball out. Stephen Harris. The code of Rugby League, you have 6 opportunities. You hear the sidelines calling here 5th and last. Different teams just do different things. That, however, I believe is a forward pass. So you get 6 opportunities. In the code of union, you get to keep that ball until the ball's turned over or you score a try. At the end of 6 in Rugby League, the ball gets turned over. Got Stacey Namath here, captain of the Jacks Axe Women's on the sideline. Big shout out to the Jacks Axe Women here in the fans supporting the men as they attempt to secure back-to-back national championship. Fans filling the stands. I see our Chop Zone season ticket holders making a good bit of noise in favor of their Jacksonville Axemen. You've got Jason Martin on the carry. Great defense by the dead Pelicans. He makes very few meters. Terrence James on the carry, taken down, whistle by our sir, Peter Garlando. Ball is being awarded to the Axemen. Ryan Bannerot setting for the boot. A little strategic move there, kicking it out. Waiting for a new ball to come in. That boot was big boot by Ryan Bannerot. Made it over our fences here. Bannerot to number 11, Terrence James, sponsored by Tony and Judy Waite. Thank you, Tony and Judy Waite, for sponsoring our athletes today. Khalil Harris, number 16 on the carry, sponsored by Timeout Sports Bar. Fighting his way to his front, playing the ball out, Mason McCrory. Ryan Bannerot, Malcolm Webb, met by massive tackle, great tackle by the Dead Pelicans. Got their markers set. Looking to see what the ref calls here. Brad Shipman, number 12 with the carry from Mason McCrory. Whistle blew. I believe that's an offsides call. Suhail Aitala from Morocco actually represented his Morocco on the national team, represented Morocco on the national team. He was a player for 13 years before he became a ref. He has been reffing for 3 years, and he joins Dan and Peter as our serves today. Big run by your Dead Pelicans. Playing that ball out to number 10, Dominic Salvatierra. Salvatierra to the ground, feeding that ball out to number 4, Stephen Harris. Salvatierra on that pass out to number 8, RJ Phillips. Making some gains as they've got it out to the winger opposite of me, which is number 5, Kenneth McGlone. Kenneth McGlone getting quite a few meters. All right, I'm in a position now where I can see a few of these numbers. Tui Nali, number 6 on the wing for Dead Pelicans. Big boot by the Dead Pelicans. Looks like that ball was out of bounds. JOI, Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. We'd like to take a moment to thank them for being a long-time sponsorship. Keep our athletes at the top of their game, no matter the game. JOI is the official orthopedic partner of the Axemen. When an Axeman gets hurt, Dr. Stephen Crenshaw and his team work hard to get him back in the game. Thank you so much, JOI, for your continued support of our Jacksonville Axemen. All right, they're setting up now from that penalty. Axemen opt to kick it. Kick is recovered by the Dead Pelicans. On that carry, number 14 for the Dead Pelicans.
Let's go, Jack, come on!
Christoph Prime Usher. That last carry. Got number 3, TJ Salatu. Making some big moves out there for your Dead Pelicans. Number 12, Andre Whaley. Some fast feet. Another whistle. Called it Jack's Axe ball. Nope, sorry, Pelicans ball. He put it in, must have been bounds. Apologies, that's the opposite. All right, so the Pelicans, as the attacking team, after that. Malcolm Webb coming out with the ball. Let's see what the refs call here. The stands are erupting with excitement. That is the Axemen ball. Ball is called. Forwards gathering there in the center for us. And scrum changes ball possession right now. Another whistle. Calling offsides. Peter Garlando, your center, sir. Head ref. Ryan Banrot with the boot once again. Lee Setzer, number 4, throwing the ball into Mason McCrory. Mason getting out to your captain, David Washington, and a whistle by Peter Garlando. I think he wanted things a little bit more under control before the restart. David Washington spinning those wheels. Your captain is known for big gains here on the Jacksonville Axemen home turf. Does get stopped by number 3 and number 1 for your Dead Pelicans. Mason McCrory to Terrence James. Terrence James met by 1, 2, 3 Dead Pelicans that say, no, sir, we are stopping you here. Big hits are being served today on this beautiful UNF turf. Khalil Harris. Big gains. Is Khalil in? I believe I see a try. That'll be your first score of the game by Khalil Harris of the Jacksonville Axemen. Veteran player, making big hits, doing big runs, getting the gains. Khalil wearing your number 16 jersey today, sponsored by our very own Timeout Sports Bar and Grill. Join us after the game at Timeout Sports Bar and Grill. If you're here local in town, get an opportunity to shake hands and meet your Jacksonville Axemen. The Dead Pelicans will join us here from the West Coast, representing the PCRL. Team receives 4 points for scoring a try in the Code of Rugby League, 2 points for converting a kick. Swed Mason McCrory setting up right now. And there's an opportunity at some point in the game in regular play where you can get 1 point for a drop goal. Steve Mason McCrory's got this. He sure does. Right down the center. So your kicker in rugby league must kick the ball from where it is placed in the try zone. So in the center, under the posts, is the ultimate location for that kick. Makes it just straight, nice shot. Scoring it in the corners of the end zone makes it a little bit more challenging for these kickers. Big shout out and thanks to Slover Consulting. Business owners should never negotiate their own advertising. Slover Consulting could get you 20% or more than if you did it yourself. If you're looking to grow your business, talk to Slover Consulting. Thank you, Slover Consulting, for your long-term partnership with the Jacksonville Axemen. That boot delivered by your very own Dead Pelican, number 14, Prime Usher. For the return, Malcolm Webb secures that ball. He is taken to the ground. Big hit by number 8, RJ Phillips. Mason McCrory, David Washington, Ryan Bannerot, all getting a piece of this ball. Number 17, number 4 of your, that's Stephen Harris and Mario Mooring, your Dead Pelicans on that stop. James Williams from the wing, getting a few gains. Stopped by Bryce Harper and Eric Hunter. Hear the call for 5th and last. Lost opportunity. What are the Axe going to choose to do? Big boot by Mason McCrory. Ball's going to travel a bit. Stays in bounds. Oh, a little bit of a mistake there. I believe that's going to be a knock. So a knock has a penalty, which could result in a scrum. See what Sir Peter Garlando, yes, setting those forwards up for a scrum. Big shout out to our sponsor, Baptist Health. As the most preferred and largest network of physician offices in Northeast Florida, Baptist Health was a perfect choice as the official medical partner for the Thank you so much, Baptist Health, for your continued support of rugby league here in Jacksonville. All right, Peter Garlando in the center. Sir there is calling dead Pelicans ball. Number 16 in that yellow scrum cap. Oh. Setting up a scrum. Tuiloma Nui Levu in the center of that scrum. Out the back. Big charge. Got an Axeman hanging on to him. Got another Axeman on top of him. Got the marker set. Skipper with the ball out. To, I believe that's Andre Whaley of your Dead Pelicans. Another forward from the Dead Pelicans gets the grip. I hear Tui. Axeman get to him before he can offload that ball. Oh, look at the dance on number 4, Stephen Harris. Oh, another mistake. Number 1 saves it, covers the ball, gets it back to number 9, Michael Bison. Michael Bison feeding the ball out to number 14, Christoph Usher. Ball's being fielded by your captain of the Jacksonville Axemen, David Washington. Little goose step. With his famous little moves, takes it straight up the center and is met by the big number 10, Dominic Salvati. Malcolm Webb with the carry. Malcolm Webb, known for his drive on his feet, met by 2 of the Dead Pelicans. Michael Bison initiating that and being assisted by Andre Whaley in that tackle. Khalil Harris with the carry. Calling here, Sir. I believe that's an offsides call against the Dead Pelicans. The Axemen opted to give it a boot, and that boot sent the ball out of bounds. When a team in rugby league kicks the ball out of bounds, this awarded a penalty and on the yard line where it goes out. Just saw take place there. Axemen now the attacking team. Remember, they get 6 tries. Ooh, big hits. A little bit of a late hit by number 23. Apologize, guys. I just realized that Robert Beasley of the Dead Pelicans is wearing number 16. Skipper Tuiloma Nui Levu is wearing number 23. My mistake here. That's what happens when they switch jersey on you last minute.
Not even interesting.
I have officially taken a moment here to correct my jersey numbers with the name for the Dead Pelicans. Big apologies. They switched jerseys, obviously, and I've never met these gentlemen in person, so I can appreciate when my name is said wrong or incorrect, so I've worked this out here and double-checked my sheet.
You have Robert Beasley as the yellow, right?
All right, we have got the team sheet fixed for your Dead Pelicans. Last time, but my apologies. I would like to place that blame on the person that created the team sheet. Okay, you've got a scrum down. Unfortunately, I did not see the penalty. Being told by our USARL National Governing Body Board member, who has joined us from the West Coast, David Abo, explained that it was knock-on off that knock-on. James Williams for the Jacksonville Axemen taking it into the tri-zone for another 4 points for your Jacksonville Axemen. You've got the fans on their feet with that run. When Dick James gets his wheels spinning, they are really hard to slow down. Good chase by the Dead Pelicans. They are playing in some heat they are not used to. The humidity here in Florida, the temperature today right now is 96 degrees out. It's very hot on this beautiful, no cloud in the sky, full sun, Jacksonville evening. Mason McCrory setting up version to add 2 more points to the Jacksonville Axemen score. If he's successful, this will take it Jack's Axe 12. Dead Pelicans yet to have scored. Great kick by Mason McCrory. Mason McCrory sponsored today by Slover Consulting, longtime partner with the Jacksonville Axemen. Make sure you stop by and check out what's new at the Axemen merchandise tent, located at the north end of the field. Pick up something today and show your Axemen pride. Shout out to our new title sponsor, Ratify Credit Union. Experience a more vibrant way to bank with the easy-to-use digital banking, amazing rates, local service that inspires you to live a life you love. like James Williams loves to run down this turf. Feeding it to Ryan Bannerot. Ryan to... Actually, brothers out here today. Number 11, Terrence James. Brother on the field, James Williams, wearing the number 1 jersey. Getting set for a scrum. This will be the Dead Pelicans ball. If you're listening today and here at the stadium, be sure to keep an eye out for the volunteers of the Jacksonville Wolverines rugby team. That is the local high school team selling raffle tickets. Number 4, Dead Pelicans on the carry with a proper team sheet. Number 4 jersey is being worn by, I've had that one right all game, Stephen Harris. 3 Jacksonville Axemen to take big forward down of your Dead Pelicans. Number 3. Ratu Komasavi. Sir blew the whistle. He's calling it Axemen's ball. Leave some knock on was the call. Freeland Environmental. Thank you to Freeland Environmental, one of the Jacksonville Axemen sponsors. It's a petroleum and hazardous waste site assessment and remediation for their private clients in the state of Florida, helping support the growth of rugby in Jacksonville. Terrence Williams with the carry. Big number 12, not giving up, being assisted and driven back by your number 5, number 12, number 5 on the assist for Dead Pelicans. Lee Stetzer with the carry by your Jacksonville Axemen. 1 marker, waiting for that second marker to align. Oh, capitalized on the gap. That second marker wasn't there. Malcolm Webb able to manage and keep a good look on the field. Sir's calling held. When the Sir calls held, they must release, the defender must release the attacking player. On the ground, Lee Setzer. Sorry, Brad Shipman to Tano. Tano with the boot. Dick James in the air. Ryan Bannerot with the whistle. What do we see there? Scrum's being called. I believe that is the Dead Pelicans ball. Indeed. Lots of emotions in this game as these teams have been training, practicing, playing all season for this grand final taking place today in Jacksonville, Florida, under blue skies. Gaining some meters off the scrum, your Dead Pelicans. Oh, number 3, getting that ball out to the winger. Did he get drug out? No, he managed to keep the ball in. Number 3, doing a little dance. Ooh, big forward with the ball, number 8 for your Dead Pelicans. Get a whistle. Oh, big hits. You can hear there are no pads, no helmets. When these men hit, they get smashed. Number 16, Robert Beasley with that carry. Robert Beasley to number 9, Michael Bison. Big shout shout out to Jacksonville's photographer. Aileen, she's here on the sidelines taking photos, capturing the moments. Aileen Photography, thank you so much for capturing these moments. All right, ball's coming in from out of bounds. Throwing in from out of bounds is your number 6, Mario Mooring. Number 16 on the carry, Robert Beasley. Beasley being taken to the ground by Ryan Bannerot and Lee Setzer of your Jacksonville Axemen. Number 12 on the carry for the Dead Pelicans, Andre Whaley. Number 14 feeds it to big number 8, RJ Phillips. RJ Phillips breaking out of the tackle, just shy of the try line. Number 14 trying to sneak in there and is successful. Let's wait for the whistle. That is a try scored for the Dead Pelicans. They are on the board. That is 4 points. Number 14, Tui Nali, setting up for the kick. Conversion kick will give you 2 more points. They've currently got 4. If this kick is successful, it will be 6-12. What an equally yoked game we have here today between the Dead Pelicans and the Jacksonville Axemen, making for a very exciting competition. Thanks, man.
Shoot it.
Let's go, Jack. Come on, boys. Still plenty of time.
That heat doing a number this evening on the energy level here in these athletes. 17 folks on the roster. Means very few players to swap in and out. These gentlemen train all season to be able to endure an 80-minute competition. Setting up to kick is Mason McCrory. Dead Pelicans spread out, ready to receive. Big boot. Ball remains in. Caught on the full by the Dead Pelicans. About 10 meters gained. Number 10 on the carry, Dominic Salvatierra. There's a call there. Calling a scrum. Axemen ball. Unfortunate forward pass by the Dead Pelicans, which will result in a scrum down. While we set for that scrum, big shout out to Wilson Dutra Innovation Law, protecting your ideas one invention and brand at a time. So if that business or side hustle is booming, scan their QR code on the banner to find out more today. Jacksonville Axemen on the attack. Malcolm Webb with the run, wearing that number 17 jersey. Sir is calling held. They must release. Quick play of the ball. Mason McCrory, Ryan Bannerot. Ryan to James Williams. Met by number 11, Ilo Amataga. Mistakes have been made. The Dead Pelicans will now be the attacking team after the scrum. Big shout out to Peter Garland, our center sir. Has been playing rugby league for 23 years in Australia, his home country. 10 years as a ref, Peter's been a sir. Oh, little fake pass by number 11. Latched onto by Jacksonville Axemen. Goes for the offload. Offload is successful, however, met by the Axemen defense. Play is stopped. Fed out to number 8, R.J. Phillips. Met by 2 of your Jacksonville Axemen, Brad Shipman and Malcolm Webb on that big hit. Number 9, Michael Bison, feeding it out to number 4 with the ball now, Stephen Harris. Number 20 getting up there to play the ball, Pono Ohumukini. Number 10 looking for that offload. Oh, he was already on the ground. I heard no whistle. Number 7, here we go, loop-de-loo. Looking. It was a one-on-one tackle. You can offload the ball in rugby league with a one-on-one tackle. Woo. Big hit by Khalil Harris. Excited about that hit. Number 9, Michael Bison is feeling that one for sure. Number 5 with the offload. Out to the wing. Oh, it's a scramble. It's a scramble. The whistle's blown. That was a forward pass. Jack's Axemen ball. Jack's Axe ball. Just about to conclude the first 40-minute half of this very intense back-to-back grand final here in Jacksonville, Florida. Big thank you to PCRL and the Dead Pelicans for traveling out all the way to the East Coast to fight for this national championship. Dick James with the catch, the carry from Mason McCrory, wearing the number 1 jersey, met by 1-2-3 Pelicans. Ryan Bannerot, James Williams. James Williams, a little fake there to Lee Setzer, holds on to the ball. Met by number 4 and number 12. Number 4, Stephen Harris. Number 12, Andre Whaley. Both teams coming with big hits today. Big hits. That is the end of 40 minutes. Your first half. Your Jacksonville Axemen on top. Very close game. 12-6. Your Axemen on top with 12. And the Dead Pelicans out there strong, enduring some heat and humidity that the West Coast just doesn't get. So I'm sure they are feeling it. The Axemen condition and train in this weather, in this heat. A little bit of home field advantage. This kind of heat, you can feel the fatigue after the first 40 minutes, no doubt. Aileen Rachel Photography, big thanks to Aileen Rachel for being our official photographer for the Jacksonville Axemen. You can check out her photos by going to the Jacksonville Axemen website. Thank you, Aileen, for your many, many years of making the Axemen look good. If you're following us on social media, don't forget to check in on Facebook or even snap photos and post it. Also, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Your Jacksonville Axemen. Make sure you keep checking jacksax.com for all the latest news for the Axemen, photos of the game, much more. That's jaxaxe.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting back underway for the USARL National Championship game here in Jacksonville, Florida. All right, your Jacksonville Axemen with the attack first. Desta the Besta Bailey fighting for that extra 3 or 4 meters. Brad Shipman with the carry. Looking at that big hitter for the Dead Pelicans. Number 2, Bryce Harper initiated that tackle. Number 13, Desta Bailey fighting. Number 12, Andre Whaley and Dominic Salvatierra on that tackle. 2-3 of them after Khalil Harris. Ryan Bannerot with the boot. Caught on the full by the Dead Pelicans. Looking to offload it. He's taken it to the ground as Connor Lavery from the Jacksonville Axemen on that tackle. Jason Martin, Malcolm Webb, Jason Martin there for the assist on the Dead Pelicans. Good meters gained by your number 3 Pelican, Simai Koma Savi. Number 8. Feeding it to number 4, Stephen Harris. Stephen undoubtedly has some shifty feet. Wheels, number 20. Fingertips back by number 10 to the winger. Winger met by all of the Jacksacks. 3 of them there waiting for him to complete his dance. And back on his play of the ball. Ryan Bannerot initiating that tackle. Terrence Williams with the assist. Terrence Williams with the assist. Big boot by your Dead Pelicans. A lot of hang time. Contending for it. David Washington has it. David Washington's fighting to stay in. He manages to do so. Number 15, Kenneth McGlone, really with the extra effort to try and get him out there. Change the pace of the game. Number 3, Jason Martin, making a meter. Defense is hot. Malcolm Webb sees a gap. Malcolm Webb capitalizes on that gap. Big hit up. 1, 2, 3 Pelicans on him. Sir calls held. Quick play of the ball. David Washington hit up. 7 or 8 meters gained. Marker's not set. I do not see that being called. Terrence James! Big meters! Oh, off the foot of Mason LaCroix. Nope. There was gone called. Great meters by Terrence James. Great meters. Little mistake there at the end. Mistakes happen. This game is very fast-paced. Likely a result of the fatigue here. We are finally getting some setting sun. Might be down to 91 degrees at this point. Humidity is undeniable. And that's what you're seeing. I think most of these guys have been out here for 50 minutes at this point. High intense game. High intensity. If you're watching from the West Coast, the PCRL, drop us a comment in the comment section on this live stream. Let us know you're watching. Tell us who your favorite player on the Dead Pelicans is, who you've got your eye on during this grand final. Ball out of the back of the scrum. Big wheels. 1, 2, 3. Axe. Let's get those wheels of Andre Whaley down and stopped. Number 9. Oh, pressure by the Jacksonville Axemen, causing a mistake by the Pelicans. Mistakes happen. Axe now the attacking team. First drive is Desta Bailey. Being jersey drug. Okay, he's now got his jersey off. Happens. Number 16, Khalil Harris with the carry. Lee Setzer. Desta getting redressed there in the center. Ryan Bannerot scoops it from the hooker position. Shifty little feet. Makes quite a few meters wearing that number 7 jersey, sponsored by Equine Edge this evening. Offsides call. Unfortunately, the Dead Pelicans did not get back in time. Their defense is chomping at the bit, eager to make those big hits, but they must get back. into the defensive position. Again, another penalty. That'll be a new 6 for the Axe. Mason McCrory, number 9, to David, wearing your number 8 jersey for the Jacksonville Axemen. Ooh, took a big hit to the head there. David Harold, sponsored by Jacksonville Orthopedic Specialist. James Williams doing some work. I'm sorry, that is Terrence James. Again, they're brothers. Doing some work out here today on the pitch. Your captain, Washington, number 5, with the ball. Trying to sneak in there. Does he get it? Just shy of the try line. Not sure where we are in the count, but Mason McCrory, is he in? Is he held up? If you put your body between the ball and the turf in the try zone, that is called held up. And the Pelicans are really doing some impressive try line defense. Little extracurricular activity there, and unfortunately that is allowed. So got our center ref there, Peter, getting things situated. See the Pelicans on the try line defense. Malcolm Webb, big number 17, known for his drive, does the extra stretch. That was number 6. Did not get that try in. That was held up by the dead Pelicans in that aggressive try line defense. These athletes are incredibly impressive. The amount of endurance it takes. Okay, ball booted out by your dead Pelicans. They will be bringing the ball back into play. Big hitters. Number 12, Brad Shipman. Tano on that hit. All right. Massive forward by the dead. Ooh. Big hit. Ball dropped. Axemen ball. Sometimes big hits force the ball out. And that is exactly what you saw right there. It's a scrum down. But I think he's calling it a strip. If it's not a one-on-one, you cannot strip the ball. So there must have been a second man. You guys rewind and tell me in the comment section if the sir got that right. We, of course, never argue with the sir out here on the pitch. One thing about rugby league, they are highly respected during the game. Number 11, big meters gain. Mason McCrory shutting down that gain. That was your number 11, dead Pelicans. Oh, slips from a tackle. Number 4, Stephen Harris with the ball for the dead Pelicans. Met Desta Bailey. I'm sorry, is that Desta or Terrence Williams? Nope, Terrence James. Yes, Terrence James. Big stop by the Jacks Axe. Not many meters gained there by Andre Whaley. Number 2 with the carry, Bryce Harper. Bryce has been doing some work out here today on the pitch, representing the dead Pelicans very well. Off the foot, that boot of Michael Bison. Recovered by the Pelicans. I'm not seeing the call here. I think they're confident they got it in. Try awarded. Try awarded. Big fight out here today against your Jacksonville Axemen and your dead Pelicans. So this conversion kick is going to come from a very hard angle here close to the sidelines. Trying to complete that conversion kick for your dead Pelicans is number 3, Komasavi. Hard angle. calling for a tee. Simi Komasavi setting up for the kick. Hyperswole, the Axemen would like to give a huge thank you to former Axemen legend Matt Thornton and his performance gym Hyperswole on Atlantic and San Pablo here in town. He and his team have helped make the Axemen stronger and faster than ever. Thank you, Hyperswole, for your many years of support. The kick is up. Oh, unfortunately, the kick is no good. That will take the score 12-10, your Jacksonville Axemen. Ratify Credit Union. Experience a more vibrant way to bank with easy-to-use digital banking. Amazing rates and local service that inspires you to live the life you love. Ratify Credit Union. Make waves. Right, with the kick, Mason McCrory wearing your number 9 jersey for the Jacksonville Axemen. Is it caught on the full? It is by your dead Pelicans. Oh, woo. Big hit up by the dead Pelicans. Number 11 with that big hit up. Big hits, these guys. Big hits. This is what we're here to see. This is what keeps the fans coming out. No pads, no helmets, only big hits in rugby league. Long pass out. Number 3 with the ball, getting it out, trying it out to the wing. Tano Monfort, Brad Shipman. Dead Pelicans looking to face against David Washington. Very hard to escape that fullback. Very experienced David Washington. No doubt number 7, Christoph Prime. Usher with an amazing run. However frustrated, it's never the outcome when you put so much work in that you want a mistake to have occurred like that. They do happen. Big hits. Emotions are flowing here on the field today. One thing about rugby league, all tackles must be initiated below the shoulder to be considered a fair tackle. Tackles initiated above the shoulders are considered high and result in a penalty. If severe enough, the tackler could receive a yellow or red card. Dick James with the ball, fights to his feet, taken back down by number 15, dead Pelican. Kenneth McClone. Jacksonville Axemen still on the attack. Ryan Bannerot opts to boot it. Big boot out of bounds. When a team, don't forget, kicks the ball out of bounds, it's referred to as kicking in a touch. This occurs when a team is awarded a penalty and will play the ball on the yard line where it goes out of bounds. On that carry for the Jacksonville Axemen before he was taken down. Is that David? I believe it is. Another kick for touch by Ryan Bannerot, making their way down the field here. Mistakes are being made. Fatigue is setting in. These men are giving it their all, leaving it all on the pitch. Big meters gained. Great job just putting work in today. Terrence James, number 11. David, oof, met by a big hit. That's David Harrell with the carry. Mason McCrory to again the working man today, Terrence James. Dave Washington, number 5, your captain, absolutely making magic happen game after game for the Jacksonville Axemen. Gets a good meters gain, gets that ball back to his teammates. Mistakes were made, I believe. Opposite sideline, hard for me to see what occurred. You guys probably have a better view than I do. The camera angle is able to zoom in. And I am fortunately on the opposite sideline. Need to get me a high-rise booth. You put that on my list. Big shout out today to the USARL, national governing body, for all of their hard work towards helping grow not only women's rugby league here in the United States, but their very successful domestic side for men's. USARL national governing body supports the national team of the USA, your Hawks, now represented by the men, women, and wheelchair, as the banner continues to diversify. Big run up, wheels are spinning. 2 Jacksonville Axemen attempting that tackle. Hanging on is Mason McCrory, shutting down that meters gain. Ball's out. Looking for that offload. Has no ability to offload with the amount of Axemen on him. I believe that was Ilo Amataga with the ball. Number 20, Pono Mukini. Pass. Number 8, RJ Phillips being taken down. Big hit. He's coming up rather slow. What did I miss? Jacksonville Axemen taking possession. Penalty called, resulting in a scrum. Tano, your number 6 on the Jacksonville Axe, looking to feed the ball in. Stands are on their feet. The sun has gone down, making this a much more pleasurable fan experience as the temperature has dropped at least 10 degrees. Khalil Harris with that big carry. About 15 meters gain is going to feed it out to Ryan Bannerot. Lee Setzer looking to make an impact. Lee Setzer fighting to stay on his feet. Wearing the number 4, he needs to be called held at this point, sir. And he gets to it. He calls held. Backs him up a bit. Mason McCrory to Lloyd Woodson, sponsored by law offices of Beth Terry. Lloyd being represented in your 14 Axemen jersey. Big shout out to our medical team on the sidelines. Mary Slover, athletic trainer, leading her interns, teaching her interns, giving them that one-on-one experience. Malcolm Webb being stripped of his shoe. Dead Pelican tossing it to the center of the field, making it a bit more challenging for him to get to his feet. A little cheeky move there. Big shout out to Mary Slover and her team. Megan, Reagan, and Jordan on the sidelines. We've got some chatter. We got some chatter. Little Passion is one of the names of this game. fun fact about rugby league, the field is 330 foot long. Longer than a football field at 110 yards. Dead Pelicans, your attacking team on the number 2 of that 6 count. Slow to get up is number 8, who's done so much work this game. RJ Phillips, big hits, big runs. That you just witnessed is an illegal tackle when a opponent's feet come above their shoulders and end up on the ground. That is an illegal tackle. Fortunately, it does happen. Speed, momentum, weight of the other player, how the other player reacts. Depending on the ref's call, it could result in a yellow or red card. It's resulted in a turnover and some words exchanged by both teams. Mario Mooring giving me a hard time here on the sidelines. Can appreciate the banter. Wants to make sure I'm getting his name right. Christoph Prime Usher wearing the number 7 jersey. Prime Usher. Wanted to make sure I got all those syllables in there. Next to Prime, you've got number 20, Pono Ohumokini. Next to him's number 5, Tivida Salatu. Back in action on the attack are your dead Pelicans. Number 10 with the carry, Dominic Salvatierra. Lots of offloads here by your dead Pelicans. Big carry, big march up the field. Number 9, slipping out, Michael Bison from the hooker position. Little pick and go action. What are we calling here? The sir is calling. Dead Pelicans ball. Your score reminder, 12-10, Jacksonville Axemen. Very close game in this national championship. We are in the second half of this 40-minute half. Big hits. The Jacksonville Axemen. Number 8, David Harrell. Khalil Harrell. Tackle. Hands are in the air. I don't know what's happening here. We got a Pelican slowly getting up. We got the Axemen slowly getting up. Fatigue is a factor as we creep towards the latter part of this game. The ball is being awarded to the Jacksonville Axemen following a scrum down. Scrums result in a penalty. And unfortunately, I did not see the action. Everybody feeling some relief with that sun going down. Definitely does not negate the humidity. We are pins and needles here as this is currently a 2-point game. James Williams, around the neck. Oh, that is a high tackle. As I stated earlier, all tackles must be initiated below the shoulders, which could result in a yellow or red card depending upon the infraction. Peter Garlando says play on, no infractions awarded. Boot by Ryan Vanderot.
Oh, almost.
Over the fence. New ball being thrown into play.
Go get that. Jump and get it. Jump and get it. I will pay your fine. It's okay. Jump and get it.
Got a new ball coming into the game of play. That kick to touch went over our fence here on the sidelines. Jason Martin feeding the ball into Mason McCrory. McCrory, David Harold, driven out of bounds. Four men there, number 5, number 14, Tui Nali and TJ Solitude. Responsible for driving him out. I believe there was 1 or 2 more in that action. Number 5, TJ Solitude doing workout here today for your Dead Pelicans. Setting up for a scrum. A little bit of chatter in that scrum. Friendly back and forth banter. Number 11, being sneaky, Elo Amataga with that carry, gaining about 50 meters. Fed out by Prime Usher. Number 8, RJ Phillips, another big carry. Doing work today. Ooh, oof. Big hits. Big defense. Stiff arm. Number 4, Stephen Harris. Offload wide to number 10. Number 10, oh no. Oh, offload. Working it, number 11. Dead Pelicans, Elo Amataga on that carry. Feeding out to number 23. 23 to number 10. That tri-line defense not letting that score in quite yet. Holding him back. Okay, try awarded. That was not held up. 4 more points will be added to the Pelicans score, bringing the score to 14-12 Pelicans. Your game still at a 2-point difference. The conversion will be attempted for an additional 2 points. What an exciting game. Literally all the fans here in the stadium on their feet. Thank you to our fans for coming out and supporting your Jacksonville Axemen and this national championship game with your traveling Dead Pelicans from the PCRL, representing the West Coast region. The USARL little history. This is the very first USARL national champion where 2 regions here in the States are being represented, both the West Coast and the East Coast. Congratulations to both teams on this pitch today as they make history. Got the crowd chanting on their feet. Defense, defense. Coach Sean Ruckerson, head coach for your Jacksonville Axemen, on the sidelines. Coach Ruckerson, recently coaching the Jax women, can tell you that conversation was an intense, heated conversation, I'm sure, from Coach Rutro. Let's see how your Axemen get out here and defend their title in the last half of this grand final here in Jacksonville, Florida. Setting for the kick, Mason McCrory. Mason, sponsored by Slover Consulting. Thank you to our partners and our sponsors for making this happen. The kick is up. Is it in bounds? Is it in bounds? It is. It's caught on the full by your dead Pelicans, who are met by 1, 2, 3 Axemen. Marker set. Ball's out. Lee Setzer initiating that tackle. Malcolm Webb right there next to him. Sorry, Ryan Bannerat and Malcolm Webb. Number 14, Tui Nali with the carry for your dead Pelicans. Michael Bison getting that ball out, getting it out to number 12. Big gains by number 12, Andre Whaley, this game. Malcolm Webb, Tommy rolling away. Tommy Perry for your Jacksonville Axemen. Oh, big hits. Hearing these men collide. Slow to his feet. That was a big hit. Kick in the air. Jason Martin caught it on the full. Taking it up the center. Gaining some meters. Goose step. Past the 50-meter mark. Holding on to that ball. Great gains by Jason Martin. Malcolm Webb gets his turn as he powers up the field. Mason McCrory held on to by the impressive fingertips of Jack Sacks number 11, Terrence James. Sponsored by Tony and Judy Waite. Getting their money out of this man today as he is doing some work. All right, sir called a penalty. High tackle. Tackle was initiated above the shoulders, resulting in a penalty. We've got a dead Pelican on the ground, being treated by medical. That's number 14, slow to his feet. Number 14, Tui Nali, doing quite a bit all game. Makes his way back out to the wing position here on the pitch. Stands on their feet. Critical last half of the game. James Williams. Terrence James with the carry. Mason McCrory to Khalil. Khalil. Big hit up. Holding him down by his jersey. Sir calls held. You must release. Mason McCrory to Ryan Bannerat. To Malcolm Webb. Malcolm with some meters gained, met by dead Pelicans defense. This fight and these men this evening is undeniable. Dick James with the ball. Dick James! Did he make it? I heard a whistle. I believe that was a mistake made by the Pelicans. Jacksonville Axemen captain feeds it out to Khalil Harris. Being held on the ground. Dead Pelican player under extracurricular activity occurring. Ball getting played out to Mason McCrory. Mason to Malcolm Webb. Malcolm looking to dance in the tri-zone. The dance is not successful. Mason to Ryan. Ryan to Tano. Tano to Brad. Tano to Jason Martin. Jason's fighting to stay on his feet, fighting to stay in bounds. Pulling him down, asking that he back up and play the ball from the position where he called down. Things happening so quickly. Sometimes as an athlete, you don't hear the call, and you keep moving forward until you hear the whistle. Lloyd Woodson with the carry. Ryan Bannerat. Ryan looking and being met by number 3 who initiated the tackle, Semi Komasavi. Mason McCrory with a grubber kick, recovered by the dead Pelicans. Markers are set. Defense is set. What an exciting game. We've got full speed. Number 12, Andre Whaley with that carry. A little background noise moving away here. Lee Setzer with the tackle. Khalil Harris, secondary on that marker position. Your Dead Pelicans charging forward. 3 Axe to get them down. The Axe sprinting back to make it onsides in time to defend their line. Boot is up. Dave Washington. What's happening here? I heard a whistle. Heard a whistle. It is Jacksonville Axe on the attack. Let's go, Jax Axe. At this point, I believe it's all adrenaline you're witnessing on the pitch right now between both teams. Very close game, 14-12. Terrence James, another big carry. Trying to get quick to his feet. Khalil Harris, big hit up. He's doing his job as a forward. Grab that ball, hold on to it. Are we out in? Stretching so close to the try. Dead Pelicans, we've seen their try. Brad Shipman feels that mistake. Mistakes happen. The new attack to number 20, Pono. Fullback for your Jacksonville Axemen, David Washington, pleading with his team, back 10. Back is how many meters in order to not. Tries a sneaky little flip. And Tano on. Okay. A big pass. Looking for David Washington to defend that. David Washington is there, supported by Tano. Getting out, getting across the field. Long, good passes by the Dead Pelicans. Definitely one of their strong suits all game. Those hands. Making some wide passes, making some impressive offloads. Definitely some of their strong suits we've witnessed today. Number 3 with the boot. Ball is up. Under contention, off of a foot. Recovered by the Pelicans. Taken down by number 3, Jason Martin. Brad Shipman looking for a call from the sir. Arguing that it was a kick, not a drop. Key moments in the game like this. Jason Martin, the marker position, not letting that try happen there. See if the Axe are coming back with equally aggressive try-line defense. A little fake by number 5. Sneaky, successful. TJ Salatu with that sneaky move. Very successful by your Dead Pelicans, who have proven today they've got some tricks up their sleeves. Number 14, setting your kick once again, Tui Nali. waiting the tee. He's at a very awkward angle here, once again.
How much time left, Josh?
2.5 minutes left in your game. Dead Pelicans up. And looking to add 2 more points with this conversion kick. One heck of an angle. Unsuccessful attempt with that conversion kick. Jacksonville Axemen charging back out to the field, very aware, 2.5 minutes left. Jacksonville Axemen down by 8 points, looking to make an impact here. Rushing to look to catch that ball. Jacksonville Axemen do catch that ball. They are working very quickly against the clock to put some more points on the board. The excitement is, you can feel it. You can feel it. Sir, call held. Sir, call held. He's going to take it back. That was held. So held is when the attacking team is held up by the defensive team but does not go down to the ground. The sir calls held. Must release the attacking player. Khalil Harris doing his job as a forward, taking that hit up. 1, 2, 3 Pelicans on him. Bring him to the ground. Mason McCourt. Okay, penalty. Back Sacks awarded the ball. Dave Washington charging. Dave Washington in the tri-zone. Dave Washington touches it down. Jacksonville Axemen just added 4 points to the scoreboard. Your Jax Axe calling very quickly, bring me the tee. We need every minute to fight. Looking for 2 more points as Mason McCrory off that boot. I've seen him do it from this angle. Thank you again to Mary Slover wearing that orange shirt near a 50-meter mark right now. She is medical team. That kick looked good from my angle. Didn't see that flag go up. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the game. The national championship will be awarded to your PCRL Dead Pelicans. The first national championship, the first time the West Coast region has represented in the grand final. Water is in the air. Celebration is happening. This team traveled. They traveled to win. They played their hearts out. And they came out victorious. Congratulations to the Dead Pelicans, the coaching staff, the administrative staff, the PCRL, entire board and all of its administration, and the representatives. Big shout out to your Jacksonville Axemen, your home team, hosting the Dead Pelicans today for that incredible fight up until the very last minute of this game, keeping it exciting for fans. Unfortunately, will not be a back-to-back championship for the 5-time national championships, the Jacksonville Axemen. Passion happens on the field. And off the field, we shake hands and celebrate each other's success, one of the great things about the culture of rugby. Join us if you're in town here at Timeout Sports Bar and Grill, located on Beach Boulevard, to meet winners of the grand final hosted here today in Jacksonville, Florida. And your home team, the Jacksonville Axemen. Well representing Jacksonville, Florida today. And a super challenging games. Hugs and handshakes between the owners and coaches taking place. Final score, 20-16. Just one try separated this national championship. What an incredible game. What an incredible effort by both teams. Big shout out to Dan Morcom, Peter Garlando, and Suhail Atala. Your refs, your sirs out on the field today, thank you so much. The medical staff of the Jacksonville Axemen, reducing the concern of the players out there, taking care of any injuries. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miranda Bernard, USARL National Governing Body Representative for the Women's Committee, the Women's Hawks. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to go celebrate the end of this grand final. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you next season for more big hits. No pads, no helmets. Thank you for watching and supporting Rugby League.